All right. So, hello everyone. This is Jason, otherwise known as Jaypalmany. I know it's been quite some time, and for that I do apologize. Um, I could give you some excuses to family and birthdays and other less happy events and or work and kids and etc. But in the grand scheme of things, it's I got out of the habit, and then I got to be a little embarrassed that it had been so long. But I figured when I'm in the other shoot on the other side, even if a YouTuber or podcaster disappears for a while, whenever they pop back up, I still listen. I'm still interested to hear what they have to say. So I figured I just own up to it, bite the bullet, and try to do better. So with that said, one of the things I'm currently doing is running a comprehensive campaign. I'd highly recommend you watch one of the previous podcasts if you're interested. There's a lot to it. A bit it has changed, but it's still in essence the same. It's going very well. Things have there was a little lull for a little while, and that got me to be a bit down. So I didn't create videos during that time frame, but we're starting to pick back up, and things are going well. So I'm officiating in one, and then I'm playing in another run by Mercer. With that said, and then one of the things I did was to create some homebrew Republic and Separatist squadrons because I felt like they needed a little bit of fleshing out still. And that is what I have a review for one of those today. Now, it is worth noting that some of these, particularly the lats from previous videos, I did utilize some help from other commentators. But this one is largely my own. And so we will start with a separatist squad, the Neimodian Shuttle. This bad boy provides a lot of utility to the separatist squads that they don't currently have. So he is speed 3, 4 hull, so relatively so for separatists, but normal on the average side for hull strength. They only got 2 blue for versus squadrons and 1 blue versus a battery versus ships, so not a fighter in any sense. However, he does give you strategic, which is huge. And in addition, he's also heavy and gives you intel. So this does a lot. It gives you intel for a non-unique squadron, which is great. Gives you and he's all for 10 points, so relatively cheap, just similar to other separatist squadrons. I think his cheapness will help him see some play. That plus the strategic would also be very big, and then just those two will just give him some good use. And then the intel is great because honestly, there's only one separatist squadron unique currently who gives intel, and he doesn't always see a whole lot of play. And so it's easy for separatist squads to get locked down, especially if someone were to throw like a Rican, Sharabe, or Green Squadron even. So this guy having intel would be pretty useful. That said, he is only 10 points, so strategic for 10 points is a great deal. Uh, but because of that, he's not a very good fighter. It's a shuttle, it makes sense for it to not be a great fighter. So that's really it for this guy. We'll next move to the trade diplomat. Again, Neimodian shuttle, same or similar stats: 3 speed, 4 hull. This time's got 3 anti-squadron and still 1 battery. So similar, but a little able, better able to duke it out with other squads. It's still got strategic. He's still got heavy, uh, and as well as intel. But he's also got screen. So yeah, it's a trade diplomat, some high value asset for the separatists, something that they would want to keep alive. So the screen makes total sense for me, and all that for 13 points. So 3 points. Oh, and he is unique. but 3 points for an extra anti-squadron and screen. So and no defense tokens. So overall, I say it's a pretty good deal. The screen helps a lot, especially once you add in the fact that that he's granting intel to all the squads around him. So when someone jumps in on you, they either have to go for this guy to wipe him out, which the screen will help him out, or they have to make sure that they kill enough of your squads that you won't kill most of theirs, which is kind of tough to do considering even though Separatist is very flimsy, all their squadrons are very easy to kill. They just have a ton of them, and they hit hard, so hard. Those vultures, flight controllers, and AI, it's ridiculous. So I felt like this was a bit thematic, just because having the trade diplomat and having him run around and do his own thing and still granting you strategic benefits and whatnot. So I felt it really worked. And then, as always, if you have a comment or concern or something that you see a loophole or gap that you see that could be used to break the game, please let me know, and I'll make adjustments. Uh, and yeah, with that, we will move on to the next one, which is one of my favorite, the Lapis Cutter. So this particular Neimodian shuttle is actually the shuttle for Newt Gunray. Again, similar stats. He's got 3 speed, 4 hull. Again, only 2 anti-squadron, and 1 blue for battery against ships. He's strategic, heavy in intel, so he loses screen. However, he does gain 2 braces and he's worth 20 points. So he's fairly tough. A 4 hull, 2 braces, so that's only okay. And 20 points is a bit of a jump. However, one thing is his text says when defending after resolving damage, you can place yourself at range 1, even if you're engaged. So this is big. Just the fact that after you shoot him, he can basically get out of range. So, and he can keep fleeing as you keep trying to chase him down. I felt this was very thematic for Newt, as he's always squirming out of his way out of various situations, and this I felt was worthwhile. And also just the fact that he does have the do braces means that when you do hit him, he's going to be able to brace it down to 1, maybe to 2, and then he'll escape. And then you come at him again, it'll be 1, maybe 2 if you're lucky, and then he'll be out again. And then at that point, he's probably going to just leave. In the meantime, all of the squads that you didn't kill because you were chasing him will probably kill you. So again, it's something that I thought was thematic and worthwhile. If you feel he's not quite enough or he's missing something, let me know. But that's pretty much it for this guy. I do enjoy him. Initially, I had him, and it's worth noting. His text says you may place yourself at range 1, not move at range 1. I felt that the strategic and being able to move was just a little too strong. Because every time you attack him, he's just gonna strategic stuff all over the place. So that's really it for that. It's worth noting that we do have the what I mentioned last time in terms of the where you can purchase these. You can purchase these on Shapeways. There's the link up there, or you could just Google it. Honestly, these do make very good models. Easy to paint. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. Worthwhile. In addition, we have reached out to Wes Jansen on Etsy, who's doing the same or who's doing similar. He's, I believe, I believe he's a Shapeway official. Um, oops, Shapeway official uh, producer. But we've talked with him about making new models for these, and so he has started in. So we have the gunships now, where you can now get them for significantly cheaper. The models are not quite as nice as these. However, they're still very nice. Still, yeah, very serviceable. I would definitely grab these uh, just for my own, day-to-day play. But uh, I expect the Neimodian shuttles are going to be on their way before too much longer. Uh, and so, with that, that is where I'll leave it for right now. I'm actually going to do, just to try to uh, not, or to stay in the habit, I'm going to create another video here shortly. So you'll start seeing weekly updates, and I'll also be reporting on the both campaigns as well. Again, just to get some traction, get some movement, get some interest on those going out. Oh, it is worth noting that these squadrons, both all these that we've said before, the gunship, the lat, and now these three, were all part of the LSO second day battles, just the casual play. And reportedly, it went really well. People very much enjoyed them, and even the people who played against them enjoyed them. So that was great to hear. Thank you, Prism and Mercer for putting that out there. We definitely do appreciate that. I know I spoke with Prism the other day, and he mentioned that someone was running this guy, the VTM 808, and that player really enjoyed him just because many of his opponents didn't want to bother shooting at him because they just felt he would just heal himself back up. So he really, I mean, it's expensive at 21, but fun. They enjoyed the game. So, yeah, I'll leave it with that. Next I'm coming in with the Theta shuttle. So you'll have that to look forward to coming up. And then I'll sign off and wish you guys, happy hunting and best of luck.